welcome to the Illuminerdi Marvel Watch Along for the final episode of What If. This is the last Illuminerdi Marvel Watch Along on YouTube. We're going to be on Twitch next time.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, what?
We're just ending
no
the
one
show.
Told me.
Okay. All right.
Nope, we're going to be on Twitch for Hawkeye, guys. Just going to let you know again, and I will at the end too, I'm sure. All right, so it is the finale. It is what it has all been building up to. The Watcher is going to break his oath. Probably because he got his ass kicked last episode. Hard.
Yes, he did.
A little bit, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Let's be real. I will say it again. You're right, Daniel. Vision is a punk.
Yo.
Thanos, what was that about?
Well, I mean, essentially, there is no Vision. He never got to put Jarvis's consciousness into that body. It was immediately Ultron into that body. So,
wasted no time.
I will stand by my argument that Vision could have done it in this whole morality thing. He could have stopped Wanda from being insane. He did it in the frickin' zombie verse. I will never give this up. I don't care if the freaking writers from the MCU are like, no, you're wrong. I'm be like, no, I'm not.
This is the hill you're gonna die on.
Yes, 100%. It is the hill I will stand on and die on with Tony Stark. This is it.
All right. Yep. Is he going to die again this episode? Is the question.
I hope so. I just want that scene I talked about last week of let's kill every Tony Stark possible. And again, I'm an Iron Man fan. I love Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. I think it's great. You gotta lean into it, man. This is the funniest shit ever.
And rewatching the episode 8, I noticed that he was straight up murdered in that one too, but it was like a very small moment. We saw all the other Avengers pretty much like dead and strewn out, and then he waited and held Tony for last, and I was like, oh jeez,
wait for it.
No break. This man gets no break. He's just like any reality is just like dead.
I think one of my favorites is episode 7, Party Thor. We don't see Tony Stark, so you could be like, he's probably fine. I had a friend, he's like, no, he probably died because Nick Fury got knocked out, so he wasn't there to save him. I'm like, damn, you're right. That was me.
Yeah, Nick Fury got taken out.
Or because, Party Thor made it where he didn't really have to work or be Iron Man. He possibly died for cirrhosis of the liver. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, he drank himself to death.
Definitely a possibility.
Especially after Iron Man 2.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Okay, so we have the big finale. Any predictions from you guys of what we're going to see tonight?
I mean, we got that clip from earlier where the Watcher just kind of plucks Party Thor out of Vegas when he's fighting all the
That's
Ultrons.
A great way to do that too, because you're not gonna spend time with him trying to convince him. It's like, nah, snatch.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, you're out. But yeah, and then I'd seen in reports that we're gonna see like Captain Carter, Doctor Strange Supreme, Party Thor, Killmonger all in this episode together. That was one of the combinations that they've been planning for a while. But other than that,
I think the trailer also includes Star-Lord T'Challa. It includes Gamora dressed as Thanos, which we haven't seen yet. I feel like that's the episode that got pushed.
Here's the thing. I've actually been wondering about this all day because I did a whole rewatch of the entire show today before we started. And then I was thinking there's either one or possibly 2 episodes that we haven't seen yet that we got teases for in season 1. The Gamora as Thanos one and the Tony on Sakaar one, unless they're the same episode.
I think that's the same episode because they only talked about one getting pushed.
Yeah, Tony on Sakaar is being pushed to season 2. So
I think
that does make sense if it's that one.
I think Gamora's hunting him on Sakaar.
They did say it was one of the funnier episodes that got pushed to season 2. I can imagine Tony on Sakaar is going to be a funny one.
Right? It'll be great because he'll think he's got it all figured out, and then cut to him hiding in the same dumbassery way as Thor with a towel.
Oh yeah. But
right.
My thing is, what led up to him hiding, and what led up to him hiding on Sakaar?
Well, I don't think he's hiding. I think he was in. I think this is a guess.
Okay.
I think it's during that same time period where Hulk like got shot out to Sakaar in the Quinjet, I'm guessing Tony did in the Hulkbuster suit.
Okay, so yeah, so Tony switched places with Hulk somehow in Ultron.
Yeah, and that's why you got Tony's like as like his Sakaar basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because I don't see how Tony could otherwise go to Sakaar and not get squished like a bug.
Oh yeah, he'd be screwed.
Right? So I feel like he's got to have the Hulkbuster on.
The Tony Korg relationship is going to be hilarious when that comes around.
Tony's gonna be so done with all of them so quickly. He's just gonna be like, Grandmaster, we're BFFs, right? I can just chill here with you.
I'm made of rocks, as you can see, but don't let that intimidate you. You don't need to be afraid unless you're made of scissors.
Cut to Tony, like, just...
And then Tony's just, all right, I'm out.
Right?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, this isn't for me. Next clip, him and Goldblum are just like, hey, all right, like it's a party. He's not gonna do any work. He's like,
right.
I'm not gonna do any work. I can make something for you. Is that what you want me to do? Look, your staff is even better at melting.
He can make a better melt stick. Yes.
He could improve the melt stick.
Which everyone needs the melt stick to be improved. I mean, come on.
Right.
Oh my God, things I could do with a melt stick. Change the world. Really, I would just start melting people in traffic. It would be all. I'd just be a horrible person.
Yeah. I don't see anyone with a melt stick and having it not go wrong.
Yeah, there's no way you could have that thing or like want to use it and it going well.
I mean, it's absolute power corrupts absolutely.
And exactly.
Absolute power, the pinnacle of what constitutes absolute power is a melt stick.
Definitely a melt stick.
In the chat, Toku Kid says, wonder when they win if it ends with a tease of the Illuminati. First off, bold to assume they'll win. Not sure why, because What If so far has been like, let's make it worse.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But let's say they do win, which, I mean, probably. Feels a little mean not to.
Especially in an animated show.
Right? There was a leaked image from, huge spoiler alert, so sorry, I don't really know how to warn you on this. There was a leaked image. Yeah, Daniel's gonna do that when we're done talking about it. Yeah. There's a leaked image of from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where Strange is like handcuffed with these high-tech looking handcuffs, and he's being held by two like Ultron sentries who got green eyes, and he's in front of Charles Xavier and what looks like Mordo.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely a possibility that like, you know, the Zola programming could actually work with the Ultron bots, because they had the one that did have it had the green eyes, and it might be spread throughout the multiverse. If that is the case, then yeah, maybe we'll get an Illuminati tease. I mean, we've also been thinking about a tease of Captain Carter and possibly Doctor Strange Supreme becoming like live action, or maybe walking into a different universe, which is one of the ones that will probably be in Doctor Strange. I mean, I'm assuming there's gonna be multiple, because it'd be weird if there weren't. We've also thought about maybe Shu McGrath, assuming that is the weird tentacle multiverse beast we've been seeing. So a lot of possibilities, but I'm liking the Illuminati idea, because I mean, we're all thinking that we think we're gonna get Illuminati and Doctor Strange too. So why not?
And I remember like we had released that scoop like about a little over a year ago, I think, about Marvel developing some kind of Illuminati project. We didn't really have much more information other than it was the Illuminati, but that could very well be teased here. And the one I'm leaning most toward, honestly, I know it's probably the safe route, but Captain Carter, honestly, because she's the main character of this show. She's going to be in future seasons of What If. There's that rumor floating around that she's going to show up in Doctor Strange 2. I could see them teasing that at the end of this show just to kind of set it in stone a little bit.
Well, you know, oh, go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, I was going to say, truth of the matter is, when it comes to just like teasing things, we got to talk about Venom right now, man.
Man.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do that after the episode? We might want to wait.
Yeah. You wait until after? We can wait till after.
I want to see what the post-credit scene here is, because what if it ties in?
Yeah.
What if
all I'll say about Venom
it's just
2
a good
right
episode?
now. All I'll say about Venom 2 right now, it is a ridiculously crazy ride, and it's like hilarious start to finish. I'll say that. It's a ridiculous movie. I'm not
From
saying
what
it's
from what I've heard, Venom is great if you
Venom's
don't care
amazing.
about if you don't pay attention to the plot, because there really
Yes.
isn't one.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's what
Yeah.
I felt about it.
the
'Cause I saw
character
it, and
the
that's what
character Venom. I tweeted this last night. It's a goddamn national treasure. The actual character of Venom.
Actually, I agree with you. I agree with you because, but it's horrible to say where it's like, man, that character should have its own movie. Wow, it does.
Two of
That
them.
is the characters whose movie this is.
Yes, but it's like that's something to be said when you're watching this and you're like, man, Venom should have his own movie.
Like,
oh, what am I watching?
wait.
Like, that's how it feels. I just oh boy. I have my thoughts. I have my reservations. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it later, though.
We will for sure be talking some Venom 2 after this, especially with the post-credit scene, because spoiler alert, a lot of
It's huge.
multiverse implications.
It's
so
big.
it's the show. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that leaked image, and we'll talk about that feature that we had on Monday and the implications of that. So all of that will be after our post-show breakdown, after the episode, which is up.
It's up.
Yeah. I mean, guys, this is the last episode of the season. Do we want to start it early? Do we want to break the mold, or do we want to wait?
We were like on time today. I say we do it.
You know what? Yeah, and I was gonna say too. I'm kind of shocked. I was wondering if this episode was gonna be like the longest one yet. It's only 36 minutes.
I love that you thought we were gonna get this like 45-minute episode. I'm like, nah,
I was thinking 40 maybe, but
no, because they're all fitting that like 6-hour story pattern, right?
Well, yeah, but then even if you count that out, so doing math quickly in my head, so
8,
40,
6.
So if
8?
at the most 40 times 8 is 240, which is 3 hours. Wait, no.
Okay.
No,
I'll
4
accept
hours.
math.
4
I don't do
hours.
math well.
So that would be 4 hours if all of them
That
were
doesn't
40 minutes,
sound
which they're
right.
not, because they're all
There's
under
9.
40. Yeah. So that would be only about,
And there were supposed to be 10.
yeah, it's only
Yeah.
between about 4 and 4.5 hours.
Well, it's 30 times 10. Well, it's 35 probably times 10. So, no, that's like 6.
Yeah. I'll figure this out at some point during the show. Math's my thing. So,
I don't know, guys.
Well, if there's 10 and they're only 30 minutes, that's 5. If you add an extra 5 to the 10, that's like, what, 50 minutes? So that's like, yeah, it's like 6 hours.
I don't know, guys. I mean, your math isn't mathing, and
I will make. I will.
It was very quick. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. It's like midnight, and I'm like, look, I did math.
It's like that one
commend you
Brooklyn Nine-Nine
because-
scene where I'm very quick at math.
I
Okay,
can-
what's that? Sounds that. That
I'm
was
not
totally
mathing.
incorrect,
I don't math.
but it was fast.
I don't math.
Nope, I'm doing it on my calculator now. Y'all are wrong.
Oh Lord, we will
Yeah,
figure this out probably by the time the episode ends.
Oh, 250. The breaking it down, it's this many hours. I was like, oh god, my head hurts.
Oh, man.
Let's say 35 for like an average.
Okay.
Yeah, 35 times 10 divided by 60 is 5.83333. So yeah, it's like 6 hours. Ha!
Look at that.
All right.
You're welcome, America. We can do math.
With a calculator.
I-
Why it's on your phone, guys. Do not
Well,
listen to your teachers.
that's true.
They
That is-
lie.
God.
There's
Just imagine.
My calculator is an app that is immediately on your phone.
Could you just
remember in
imagine if we
school,
were
your
like?
teachers are all like, I was just gonna say, like, you know, in school, your teacher's like, you're not always gonna have a calculator, liar.
Also,
my
can you imagine if we were in any other time zone other than Pacific right now, and it was later than midnight, and we were trying to do this? We're already going crazy enough.
Yes. Donnie Pearson said 30 times 10. I went with 35 because they've all been a little over 30.
Yeah.
Just FYI. All right, so
Donnie the God Pearson.
let's get into this episode. Oh boy. All right. So we are going to see Ultron versus the Watcher versus the Guardians of the Multiverse. Other than Tony Stark.
Yeah. You know what I am kind of legit curious about? Are they going to do anything to T'Challa because of the Chadwick Boseman situation?
I don't think you kill dude, that was rough when they killed him in that Killmonger episode.
That was
that
messed
hit
up.
different. So I don't know
That was
you
messed up.
kill him or you just write him off or you I hate to say it, but like recast the voice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to assume.
Yeah.
And also, let's be honest. I think they moved the Tony Stark episode to next year because Tony Stark probably doesn't die in this one, and they didn't want to break the trend.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, really.
All right, let's watch some big battle royale. That is what I'm hoping for. That's what we need. Come on.
We should get it.
All right.
Exactly. Also, happy birthday to Donnie Pearson since we are living the last few moments of his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nice.
All right, let me know when you guys are queued up, and I will start our countdown.
Ready when you guys are.
All right. We will be starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Richard's favorite part of the episode.
Sorry, what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the ignoring the past me stuff.
Sorry.
That's not even me mocking you. The freaking opener is great.
Yes.
You always act like that is me making fun of you. No, Richard, pretty much everything else I say is. Come on, keep up, dude.
Come on.
Oh, so it's only this. Okay. I got you. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Have you not picked up on this dynamic? It's been like it's been like 8 shows. Come on.
Yeah, pretty much. And plus it's all connected.
Frank Grillo, Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Chris Hemsworth, Benedict Cumberbatch. Who's Toby Jones?
Of course.
Tom Hiddleston.
Toby Jones,
Kurt
I think,
Russell.
is Zola.
Toby Jones Zola.
Cool. Samuel L.
Kurt
Jackson.
Russell.
Mick Wingate.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
We're going to see Ego.
Oh, my God. Holy crap.
Maybe it's Ultron v. Ego. That'd be cool.
I mean, didn't we see Ego just destroyed?
We did.
We
yes.
saw Ego
by Ultron.
yeah, but we saw Ego in another universe also be like, "Hey, son," glowy eyes, probably murders
got time
him.
for good old dad.
Right. Be creepier, Ego.
Way to creep things up, Kurt Russell.
Way to creep things up. I love it. Peggy. Oh my God! It's Captain America Winter Soldier. We're getting Batroc. Oh my God! Are we gonna get the Cap Natasha dynamic? Amazing.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is.
Yes.
Oh, did you see her? She did the finger thing.
Wow. Peggy Carter, the Winter Soldier.
Yes. So we're gonna see.
Well, never followed the phrase.
Bernard in accounting.
What if his name was Steve? That was mean.
That hurts. Okay, this is awesome.
Yo, who's the Winter Soldier then?
Right?
I wonder.
Oh, nice.
I love her with the shield. She's merciless.
Also, Winter Soldier, this is still one of the coolest scenes in the whole MCU.
I know.
Oh, yes!
Like, let's pick this badass fight. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I love,
damn.
by the way, that Peggy has the same stupid ego that Steve has sometimes.
Of
Because usually
course
you'd
he
be like,
does.
she'd be smarter, right? No.
Nope. I think she might have more of one than Steve does.
Oh, she
You might
definitely
not.
has more
You
of
might
one.
be right. Because that whole bit of like, I don't need a plan. I have a shield.
A shield is not a plan.
What? Of course.
What the what? Look!
Time. You've been chosen.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, poor
Oh,
Peter.
yes, I knew it.
Way to creep things up, Ego.
Damn it.
He just exploded, Ego. Did you see that?
And Star-Lord saved Star-Lord.
With the giant baby man cape. That's my favorite description ever of this guy. Oh,
Whoa.
look, this is cool as shit. This is an awesome opener. I'm already digging this episode.
This is great. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
look at him. He's in Hulkbuster. Yo, we missed this episode.
Survivors.
Oh!
Shut up, Tony.
Not you, Stark.
What?
Oh, look, he killed everyone and is taking the throne. Who could have seen that coming? And giant douche. Killmonger's like, yeah, get me out of here.
I don't know why, but okay.
Yeah,
Because
right?
it's tactical as shit.
Yes. That's true.
Here we go. Here's the scene from
We were
earlier.
going to go on a date. Aww.
Oh,
Hold up. Thor, do you not usually shower and do your hair?
damn.
How'd that
Nobody
you?
messes with Vegas.
It's Thor. You just gotta grab him. Come on. Whoa! He did! He grabbed him! Is he gonna eat him?
Oh, God. This is
You
so
hear that
great.
squeal? Oh, God, of course.
Why are you... So does that mean Captain Carter is a thing on that version of Strange's Earth?
Oh. That's a good question.
I want the Gamora episode so bad right now. That looked great. We're gonna see Tony Stark and Gamora being buddies and ridiculous.
Right?
Get a new trick, man. It's not a great way to sell that.
No.
You talked about Avengers in like literally the first episode. How did you not figure that out earlier?
No question.
Multiverse. Come on, girl. Catch up.
The multiverse.
It is.
He does look like a giant baby.
He does.
I was about to say I'm gonna wait for Thor to burp.
Roll credits.
Yeah.
It's gonna break his brain.
Oh, God.
I'm loving Chris Hemsworth screaming. That's amazing. We're in.
Wow.
No. Thanks to you not keeping your mouth shut. Let's be real.
Seriously, you have to narrate everything. This is very Infinity War.
Do you think we're gonna see this Killmonger try and murder this T'Challa?
I wonder.
Oh, God.
If he's like, I just can't help it.
I mean, Killmonger is basically their version of like Lex Luthor being in the team
Justice
during
League.
I wouldn't even say Justice League, but in the massive crossover, like what, 2 years ago?
Wow. You victim. And they got the Chinese food.
They all ordered the exact same thing. I don't think I've ever seen that when people order Chinese food.
I sure haven't.
The what? Okay.
What?
I feel as though that episode was like important right now.
Yeah.
Anyone else? The Crusher.
Yes.
So slow. Such
No,
good
I agree
hair.
with him. We just skipped over a full-on introduction of Gamora and just threw her in.
Yeah, that's because an episode got cut. I will
Oh, yeah.
forever love that he has the stupidest tattoo ever.
Oh god,
And he
absolutely.
has
Yeah.
it on full display. Yo!
Ouch.
Creepy hand. He
Dude.
did that to himself, girl. I feel like that's not the same.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Hmm.
That's definitely not the.
See, I so want to see Captain Carter and Captain America meet. I think that'd be the most interesting thing
Oh,
ever.
Right,
'cause-
for sure. That'd be cool.
Oh, that's
No.
not good.
I trust
That's
everyone.
a bad move. That is a really bad move.
I trust everyone. Well, he is party Thor. He is kind of dumb.
Yeah. Frat boy Thor.
It's not a good toast.
Look at the T'Challa. He's just like.
Look at all of them. This is a terrible speech.
Yeah.
Pecky's trying as hard as she can not to say anything.
Let me give him a pep talk. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
Thor, you just gave away your position. Ooh, that was cool,
Whoa.
right?
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh my god. Thor, you're like the worst. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's not good.
A non-compliance spell.
You might feel it. Wow.
Watcher, what the shit? Where are you? Oh my god, you're gonna die. He's gonna charge him. It's a robot you're hitting with lightning. You're gonna give it extra. Oh my god, that was a great shot, but idiot. Yep.
Dude.
Did you not pay attention that what happened between you and like Captain Marvel? Come on, bro.
I want James Spader.
I do too. This guy's
too.
like decent, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, he's
Hey,
great.
James
and the
Spader's
fact that he did
great voice.
the fact that he did Schmidt and Red Skull too was pretty impressive. He's good.
Exactly.
Yo,
Oh,
that's
Whoa.
awesome.
nice.
Okay.
Of course not. I like
Infinity
this
Mjolnir?
T'Challa. I enjoy this T'Challa.
I do like this T'Challa.
I so wish we were gonna get more of him.
I wish.
Oh, this is dope.
Okay, this is awesome.
He got one of the stones. Did you see? It was empty. Look.
Oh.
I think he did at least. I might be wrong. Yes.
Oh damn.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh damn. Just so you guys know, my internet is sucking right now, so I'm about a second behind you, but damn.
Oh, you've been hiding the dragons?
Hey. Dragon.
Oh,
Dragon.
Dragons.
Not lizard. I don't do that tongue
I'll
thing.
do that.
Amazing. Well done, Richard. So
Thank you.
I saw a lot of people saying that Ultron, Thanos having holy shit, zombies.
Oh,
That's so many zombies.
but
Oh,
what are they
that's
gonna
all
do
the
with
zombies.
a robot.
Holy mother of God.
What came with the zombies?
Oh,
What came with the zombies?
that's what we're waiting for.
Wow. This is nuts.
Oh no!
Yes!
What the Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh,
Well, that's one
God!
way to beat the Scarlet Witch. A lot of people are saying that because Gamora was alive in the universe where Ultron was, it didn't make sense for Thanos to have the Soul Stone. I argue, did we see Nebula in that universe?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we did actually, no.
I thought we.
So that, to me, might mean that in that universe, Nebula was the daughter that Thanos actually gave a crap about a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, she's even got a new uniform for Winter Soldier.
Huh.
Okay. I will catch up with you guys shortly. My internet is a piece of crap. So
Sorry, bud.
your fault.
Captain Carter is talking to Black Widow and being all like, "We're friends." In her exact words, BFFs.
Yes.
Oh my God.
How are you traveling between universes, bro?
Well, he has.
Oh, that's nice. But he doesn't have the stones anymore, is my point. Oh, look, Killmonger. What do we think he's going to do?
He's only missing
We're
one.
playing hot potato. Yeah, it's a soul stone one. Isn't that one like the big important one?
Yeah, but it's not the one that's helping him, stopping or helping him travel through time and dimensions.
True. Because they're too cool for you, Ultron.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's a totally fair reaction, Ultron. What the what? So, Richard, Doctor Strange just ate the explosion of the
Yes.
planet somehow. And we're getting, oh yes! Captain Carter and the Red Guardian, that was amazing tackle. That's the kind of shit you want to see in a football game right there.
Oh my God.
Yes, we're getting the battle royale that I dreamed of.
Oh my God, they are going to town.
Jeez.
I would love to see this in live action. This is amazing.
Oh,
Holy crap.
this is beautiful.
Y'all need to grab that stone, man.
Oh God.
Something's gonna. There we go.
What?
I just got to the double shield part. I don't know how long ago that was for you guys. That was cool.
That was like a minute.
Oh God. Fine.
Damn.
All right.
Something happened with the time stone, bro. It just slow mode everybody. And now Ultron got the soul stone back. Damn it. What do we do?
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Doctor Strange with the Shuma Garath and his own time stone.
Oh shit. Okay, I just got there. Ultron growing big.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Holy,
Whoa.
what the?
Look it, Doctor Strange. What the? Holy crap! What is happening right now?
Well.
You don't look right.
There we go.
Okay.
Vague. Wow, that's his battle cry. That's his battle cry.
That's the Strange I want to see in live action. I want to see Doctor Strange all monstered up.
Oh damn.
Jeez.
Oh
yeah, if they take the Mind Stone, he's dead, right?
You'd think so.
like halfway through the episode. This is nuts. Not so hard. Where were you?
Doesn't feel over.
Yeah, it doesn't.
How the hell are you still alive?
Oh, here's the shot. Oh, God.
What does that mean?
Crap.
Oh, that feels like a cheap way out of that.
Yeah.
For all you fans of the DC stuff over on the CW, that feels like that nonsense that whenever Cisco goes to another universe in the early seasons, like, oh, I can't vibe because there's a different universe.
Well, he has to be able to catch on to the particular vibrations of that universe. He has to learn them.
Here's my question. If they ripped the Mind Stone out of his head, shouldn't he be dead no matter what?
You would think so, but...
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, no, I mean, the Mind Stone helped him become truly sentient, didn't it?
But think about Vision. They ripped the Mind Stone out and he died.
Yeah, Vision is an Ultron.
No, but they're the
Ultron
same,
ultimately-
like, technologically.
True.
Oh, thank God. Your motorcycle. Oh, okay. So, I was like, oh, good. Your motorcycle's still there.
Oh, my.
Jesus.
Is she going to just throw the... Have we ever seen her use a bow and arrow?
I don't think so.
Or
She
That
just throws it as hard as she can. Hope it
stab.
works.
It's going to be stabby.
Stab, stab.
So
Those
this
are my
is like
terms.
the only character we're pretty sure is not going to die is Captain Carter, right?
Yeah.
That's like, I think, the only one safe.
And maybe Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, speaking of who's definitely going to die, Black Widow.
Maybe. Or Gamora. I feel like killing Gamora is like mean since we didn't see her episode yet.
Right.
Very mean.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Slow-mo's awesome and everything, but you're also like, come on! Ooh,
In the
right in
face!
the eye!
In the face!
Whoa.
Ouch! Oh, and this could explain why again, spoiler warning for the leaked previs image, why the Ultron sentries have the green eyes.
Oh, damn.
But also, it's Lola in a vibranium body. That seems bad.
Hmm.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
you know, since Black Widow shot them off. Ooh, this is cool. This feels very 90s.
Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone else feel like we're gonna have a Nazi in the vibranium body with all the Infinity Stones in a second?
That's going to happen.
That's not
Right?
good. That is really not good.
Right, that feels bad.
A Nazi with that kind of power, no thank you.
They should probably grab
guys,
the Nazi with any sort of power. No, thank you. They should probably
Guys.
grab
Yeah.
those Infinity Stones from him while he's knocked out.
He's going to be a good Nazi, guys.
I want to punch you for saying that
I
sentence.
don't know what that means.
I
That's
am going to forget you ever said that.
You have personally offended Richard, which is saying something because I mock him a lot.
I'm Jewish, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Well, my stepfather is
What
Jewish.
the fuck are you doing? Not you, freaking Killmonger, who is stealing the. I knew this shit was bad.
Are you surprised?
No.
Bringing Killmonger in for the plan, not a good move.
Now Killmonger has the stones. You
Infinity Monger,
bastard.
are you kidding me?
Jeez.
This is why the Watcher is stupid.
That's a great
Bro,
question.
He murdered you before.
Really?
Fix what?
Dude.
Who's gonna hit him? Someone's got it, right?
I hope it's T'Challa, honestly.
I hope zombie T'Challa eats him right now. He's not your cousin. He murdered you in his universe.
Mm-hmm.
God, I knew this was coming. God, the Watcher's stupid.
Friggin' Killmonger, man.
Ooh, listen to that music though. That was cool.
Hey, maybe a Nazi, and well, no, never mind. I couldn't.
Just the stomach face.
I told you.
Yep.
Oh God.
This is not good.
No, it isn't.
They're just transferring it back and
I
forth.
didn't know what to do with this. This is bad.
This is really not good. They're probably going to destroy the stones fighting for them or something.
Right?
Ooh, that could
Something.
be. And that could be what the Watcher saw.
We were never meant to win. What does that mean? Are you going to absorb them?
Okay.
Oh God. What's happening?
He's making that prison thing.
Oh shit.
See, this is what happens when you get stupid and all like greedy, Killmonger. You end up in a universe prison. Dum dum.
Dude.
Huh.
What a surprise. Killmonger betrayed them.
Oh no.
It's not like he does that to everyone.
It's not consistent at all.
Right?
No,
What's that line in Firefly? Oh no, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Wow.
Oof.
Mm.
That
Who are you
seems
with in this equation?
Wow.
Are you the
Oh,
Watcher's friend? Do we really owe Thor a debt of gratitude? I feel like Thor messed up.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Okay.
Should be interesting.
Oh.
Bye, Steve.
There's some cool shots of Peggy in this episode.
This is a cool shot.
Okay,
No.
Endgame.
Because you're needed.
Oh.
No.
That's no fair.
She wanted Endgame before Endgame.
Yeah, she's got to go back to her BFF Black Widow.
And poor Black Widow. Just,
I know, right? Have fun alone in
here.
your universe.
I get to stay here.
Black Widow, the bartender to the multiverse. You already did.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh!
Damn.
Am I?
Oh, babe.
How?
Punch the man, baby. Wow, you're a dick.
Wow.
What the what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Where are we?
When are we? Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is the one from episode 3. This is episode 3.
Oh shit.
Oh, yes!
Oh damn.
Kick Loki in the face. Yeah, that happened. Same.
Oh, okay. She's a Natasha.
Because of her face. Oh my god! Look, little Peter Quill. Oh yay! They hug. They're gonna go on their date to Unicorn Planet.
Yes, we know you're the Watcher.
Okay.
You know what the Watcher
That's
is?
weird.
Captain Monologue.
Well, he's officially no longer not interfering. He just said so.
No, literally, it's just he starts monologuing. He starts like this prepared speech.
His monologues have gotten into trouble so many times. Why? Why? Oh man.
He continued to ask the question, why do my monologues keep getting
if?
me into deep shit?
Oh man, this episode was great, and I'm loving these little. Did we get all of the payoffs for all of the? You know what? We'll talk about it in the post show.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, post credit.
All right, okay. Winter Soldier.
Fast Rock. It's like, what the? You're not too fat. She remembers.
Eh.
She shouldn't, though, right? Ooh, I'm gonna say Steve. Steve is the Winter Soldier. Steve is the Winter Soldier. I'm calling it now. Come on. Yes.
Oh shit. Oh my god, the music.
Do you think it's evil Steve or good Steve? Okay, so that was. Let's see if there's any other post-credit scenes. I think that was probably it, though.
It's evil Steve.
That was
That
pretty good
was
on the post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene. It's not what any of us expected, and we didn't see any direct ties to the movie. All right. So
that is it. That is season 1. Okay.
Yeah, let's get into our post-credit show. All right. We had the finale of season 1 of What If. First thought, I really am bummed we did not get that Gamora episode. Felt like we should have had that context.
Felt a little needed.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially since she was an integral part of the plan. Granted, it didn't work, but still.
Yeah.
Felt dumb.
It makes no sense because, like I said before, I feel that we were robbed, and I only feel that way because it was like, okay, we're just gonna throw in Gamora. You're all familiar with her, so we're just gonna just let it happen. And it's like, no, I need to be introduced to this character, so I truly care about this character. Without that, what's the point?
Yeah, we're not familiar with this Gamora who apparently killed Thanos and stole his armor. What?
Who knows? Who knows
Oh,
what she did?
We
So
literally have no idea.
Oh my gosh! Tony didn't die in this episode. First time. Well done. You did it, Tony. You survived a single moment.
Congratulations, you did it.
Son of a bitch, you
Oh
did it.
my gosh. Wow, so much.
So much. I mean, the
action,
battle. The
the
first
action
battle
fight,
ends, and
yes.
we're only halfway through the episode.
Dude, like,
Oh my god. Wow.
oh.
And that sudden, shocking betrayal in the episode.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Who
Yeah.
Could have
Shocking.
seen it coming.
My face when Killmonger did what he did.
In the immortal words of Wash, one of the greatest characters on Firefly, who was killed too soon, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Exactly what happened. All of them are like, Killmonger, what are you doing? I'm like, what he does.
That is how the Killmonger do.
Right?
Pretty much. It's like,
Let's betray
oh my
him.
God, Killmonger, you're betraying me. Well.
I love T'Challa. Cousin, I'm like, T'Challa, he murdered you. Maybe don't broadcast that relationship.
Yeah, he was. What are you doing, cousin? And then he was just like, I'm not your cousin. And I was like, yeah, well, he's right.
All right, before we get into the meat of the episode, which was great, I want to talk a little bit about how we actually got payoffs for, I think, all of the little, like...
Teases, yeah.
Yeah, so episode 1 was Peggy Carter in the future. Definitely got that. And a Steve tease at the end, so we got a second tease.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll get payoff. That'd be weird not to, since we know that character's returning.
I'd be shocked, yeah.
Right. It's like, nope, Steve just is there. Episode 2's big
Star-Lord,
was
yeah.
Ego, who T'Challa blew up so quickly.
Well, but
Yeah.
it's Ego, so he didn't really blow up. You know, it was just
Talk
it
about
was
checking.
enough-
Talk about
it was enough to distract him.
talk about checking his ego.
Wow. Wah, wah.
Sorry. Hey, I had to pull the Paul Rudd dad joke.
Oh God. Well, okay. It was.
We had the payoff for episode 3 right at the end there, where Black Widow got tossed into that universe. By the way,
Right.
I so want to revisit the Avengers that are Captain America, Captain Marvel, and now Black Widow from the universe where frickin' Ultron wins. It's gonna be the most hilarious dynamic ever.
Oh,
Seriously.
We saw Doctor Strange basically take like custody, I guess, of evil Zola and Killmonger with the Infinity Stones in a infinite battle.
Mhm.
Which,
Is that gonna come into play?
oh no,
in-
I'm sure.
in Doc-
I'm sure that's completely solved and will never come up again.
Oh no! But I mean, when I say it, I mean in Doctor Strange multiverse.
In the sequel.
Man, I hope not. Just because I don't know how we would have that come not take over the
Well,
movie.
all I know is that of everybody who's dead that people want to come back, Killmonger is usually at the top of most people's list. I personally am okay either way. He was good. But
I feel like that would detract from the Shakespearean epicness of that death.
I agree. And
he's a good villain, though.
Yeah,
he's decent villain. But
Zola in Ultron's body would be freaking terrifying too.
That'd be terrifying. Yeah.
We got some payoff with the zombies, not specifically zombie Thanos, which I was really worried we were going to see zombie Thanos and evil Ultron was going to steal his Infinity Stones.
Right.
We got the Killmonger payoff in a big way. We got a Thor payoff where we saw him fighting against the Ultron sentries, and it looks like him and his girl are going to go on a date, so that's nice.
Good
we got Ultron payoff. Ultron is now dead. And yeah, we got a nice next tease for next season, which I'm sure we'll see play out since we know Peggy Carter's coming back. So we actually did get payoffs for all those little post-credit, not post-credit scenes. So well done there, especially with how quick the payoffs were. It wasn't drawn out. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Dude, what are your thoughts on Doctor Strange Supreme in this episode?
Okay, like I'm saying before, which everyone has been talking about lately, the whole leak of the plot leak of what they're saying is going to be in Doctor Strange. It all kind of seems like it's playing towards that plot leak being real. I mean, just saying from how things are playing out here.
Because there's been a lot.
Oh yeah, well the one.
Yeah, there have been a few the last 2 weeks.
This is the story, and we're gonna have Stu McGrath, we're gonna have America on this, and we're gonna have it's gonna be we're gonna see Evil Strange, and it's supposed to be where he has to work with Strange. There's been so many, but
here's the thing: I feel like they're all true.
That's the thing.
So I don't know what this movie even is, and I love it.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
We got to go through all of them and try to figure out which ones we think are actually true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
that's
the
fine.
multiverse, so all of it.
All of it could realistically happen. The ones I think are legit, I think Peggy Carter's going to show up because they spent too much time building her up in this series and with the multiverse stuff to not have it at least a chance of that happening. Shuma McGrath, we reported on, so
And America, we know, is going to be in there.
yeah, America Chavez, yeah, that's been pretty much confirmed.
Just the country, yeah. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my god!
Should have seen that coming.
Yeah, that's great.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh.
At least I expected.
But with all of that, it's
that was a little bit making fun of me. That was a little bit me making fun of myself for the fact that I said, "Well, we're seeing America."
Yeah. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Daniel?
But with all of that, kind of like just adding up, it seems that this kind of is pointing towards that. They even said something about like you mentioned the clip of the Ultrons with the green the green eyes and blah blah. Kind of makes sense now as far as with Zola now being in the also in a kind of way the super adaptoid body as they are saying in the chat.
I like that. Also, stomach face, not cool.
That was super creepy.
Just
not.
But it's Zola, and you have to remember he has a bit of an ego, so it has to be like I have to show myself, So here he is.
First correction: I am Swiss.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see the Ultron Sentries at the end, like with the change of eye color, but considering they had the red eyes even in separate universes from Ultron, I do feel like when Zola took over, that probably led to that. So we gotta get some connection to What If and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. It just feels stupid if we don't.
Yeah.
So the Ultron Sentries seem like a good choice. Captain Carter could be a good choice, assuming that she's from the What If universe, which who knows? Because infinite multiverses.
Here's the thing to me about Doctor Strange too, like Spider-Man No Way Home obviously is taken the hype train to crazy levels just because of everything that's happening in that movie. Doctor Strange 2 could end up even being bigger than that one because
100%
literally we have 3 shows that are tying into Doctor Strange 2: WandaVision, Loki, and probably What If,
and Spider-Man.
And
Spider-Man, exactly. So
3 shows in a movie.
Yeah. That are all tying into one movie. I mean, that one is going to be absolutely berserk.
Well, and also we're getting introduced to new characters. We're getting characters rumored to come in from the shows. We're gonna have like the payoff basically for Wanda's story in WandaVision. We're gonna have Doctor Strange doing gnarly stuff. Yeah. Like, we're going to have Mordo coming back in some capacity, because we reported on that a while ago, and they actually confirmed it. Like, we're getting Shuma McGrath. Like, what is this movie? I need it.
This movie is three shows in one movie. That's what it is.
It's going to have to be 2.5, 3 hours long.
Right? What I love about it, I think, is even with all the leaks and the previous images, everyone's still like, I don't know what's going to happen.
No, because, hey, the leaks could be wrong. The leaks could be right. Either way it goes, there is so much in this film that you won't know everything.
The other thing, too, I'm just going to say, even if the leaks are right, like, even if the previous images are, like they're probably right, we don't know the context of them.
No.
Great.
No, and like, also, too, this is the next movie that's scheduled to get a trailer, because it's the next one after No Way Home. I'd assume it's probably going to come in the next, 2-3 months or something, considering it comes out in March.
Yeah, it comes out in March.
Trailer.
No Way Home is December. When did the No Way Home trailer drop?
End of August, because I remember I was just evacuated Tahoe. It was at the end of August.
Right.
So that's about
August,
4 months.
August, September, October, November, December. So yeah, like 4 months out. So yeah, maybe end of November.
Yeah. Oh man, if I get another
we might get the trailer either, like, they could either drop it with Eternals. I think it'd be cool if we got a trailer dropped in theater for the first time, or we could be getting it around the time we're getting Hawkeye.
That could work, yeah.
And this is complete speculation.
Yeah, this is just total guesswork.
People, listen.
Yeah.
This is complete speculation. Don't run around saying that
No.
we went ahead and told you something was fact because we did not.
No.
Yeah, I would
just had
guess
to- yeah.
like I'd guess
Okay.
like mid to late November or so. And funny, my history with trailers and stuff. The Infinity War trailer actually came out on my birthday, which is at the end of November.
Nice.
If I get another one right around then, oh my god.
Just tweet at
Movie-
Marvel. Just
see,
say,
movies
can you
usually come
drop
out.
this trailer for my birthday, please?
See, well, movies usually come out on my birthday, so that's what
Okay.
like.
Okay.
December
think-
18th. December
Okay.
18th. Something's coming out. I promise you. Something's
Well,
coming out.
17th. 17th is
Oh, there you go.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
17th Spider-Man. Yeah. No, I'm November
It's already
29th.
right there. They're like, oh,
I
here you
think-
go, Daniel. Because
I think the Batman is coming out on my birthday next year.
Oh, man.
my
Nice.
God. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
It
birthday
almost came out on my brother's birthday, actually, if it had stayed with
I know,
October
right?
1st.
gift. Oh, wow.
I loved all those things on Twitter on October 1st. In another universe, watching this.
What if the Batman came out today?
Oh. Only thing that would be different is he's in a theater with like a crown and wearing something. He's like, "Happy birthday to me." Happy birthday to me. You know,
Oh,
like,
God.
shut up! I'm trying to watch the movie.
Shut up. Trying to watch the movie.
Oh,
It's a
baby.
Batman.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we got epic battle sequences in this episode. I
Okay.
mean, I thought last week's episode was great with that, but this blew it out of the water.
Quick question. Best episode of the season for you guys?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. I
Yes.
mean, from
it's
a
in the
battle
it's up there.
sequence, 100%. From a plot wise, like it was a fight. It was a big climactic battle. So like
Yeah.
the plot
What you
is
expect
just
in the
that.
season finale. So
Yeah, so I'm not really complaining other than like so I think for me, plot wise, my favorite episodes were 2 and 4. And then just epicness was the penultimate and finale.
Yes.
I could see that.
Agree. I agree. It
Yeah.
was great. I love just like we were halfway through it. The fight was happening, and we were like, "Wait, what is going to happen next?" And they were
They're
just
like-
like, "Oh, we know you're asking that question. We have your answer." And
I
Set
then,
us all up.
oh,
I love it. The Guardians of Multiverse. We won. I look at the clock. We're halfway through.
yeah,
You did not win. Like,
it was like, oh my god. And then he was, something does not feel right here. And then that's when we knew something wasn't right because boom, it happened.
Can I
And
just say too, Chadwick Boseman was absolutely amazing this entire
Oh.
series. Like I mean, like just on a technical standpoint alone, he was one of the best like voice actor to role matches.
Agreed.
Obviously, I mean, I thought Cumberbatch did an incredible job.
yeah.
Hemsworth was pretty fun.
He
Hemsworth-
was funny. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know
was
that he
pretty
was one of the best, but he was funny.
He was entertaining for
Oh.
sure.
I
Um,
loved his
comment-
screams in this
interesting
episode.
comment.
That was amazing.
In the comments, Love Life says, I don't see how it connects to MCU.
I get that
Yeah.
because we really haven't connected to MCU proper yet, so that's completely a
Not to the
fair
future. Not to the
comment.
future of the present.
That's why I was like, interesting comment because
Yeah.
it's not a comment. Well, I mean, you're like, well, it's based in, but when you really think about it, you're like,
MCU proper we've
fully
not
connect?
connected to. Like,
Yeah.
we could connect to it in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I wouldn't be shocked if we did in some capacity, like
I'm
like Captain
somewhat
Carter
expecting it.
or
I'm
Dark Doctor Strange, something like that. There's
Yeah.
also the possibility that in season 2 we get a little more connection to MCU proper. I mean, I think the closest this is connected to MCU proper is when the Watcher is talking about in another universe you had Captain America. This one we have this. Another universe you had
Or like,
the Avengers.
like even when Doctor Strange in this episode said we have Captain America, not Captain Carter.
Yeah.
well, that's his universe.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So it's still a different one than MCU proper. So that's a completely fair comment. I
Mhm.
will not argue that
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
they
that-
haven't really
that
connected
kind of
to
tracks. Yeah,
proper. I think we were expecting them to in the post-credit scene. I like the post-credit scene,
Yeah.
but
I enjoyed it.
it didn't connect to any MCU proper in the way I expected. I expected us to, in some capacity, connect to it.
Yeah.
I was hoping
Yeah.
so.
Love Life says they're at least looking for a post-credit scene. I won't argue that. That's totally fair because I was too.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
remember
I agree.
everybody was talking for weeks about like what if they did a live action post credit scene with Captain Carter or something. I mean, maybe that was wishful thinking, but
Was it though? I don't feel like that would have been difficult.
yeah. Oh, I mean, especially if
Huh?
she's in Doctor Strange too, they've had to have already filmed her stuff. So
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
minimum
we
you
would
could have
just
done. I was just gonna say minimum you could have done a Doctor Strange live action thing because they were filming him recently.
yeah, exactly. Like even
uh,
even the way they did the Thor Ragnarok tease at the end of the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
mm,
because yeah, I mean, in the other shows, WandaVision teases the Darkhold and her hearing the kids, which I'm sure is going to tie into her storyline in Doctor
Oh yeah,
Strange 2.
Mhm.
Falcon Winter
Falcon.
Soldier, I personally think that they had a post-credit scene that probably tied more into Black Widow that just had to get cut. But
Probably,
the
yeah.
one that they did have tied into the whole what's her face? The
Power broker Sharon Carter.
Power Broker.
Yeah.
I think Power Broker is going to come into play down the line. I would not be surprised to see that come into play in Captain America 4 and some other stuff, especially if we
I've heard maybe Armor Wars. That'd be pretty cool if
Armor
we saw
Wars
her
would
there.
totally make sense because she's
Mhm.
definitely someone who would take advantage of Tony Stark's tech.
Tony's death.
Tony Stark's tech. I talk. It's
Tony
fine.
Stank.
Tony Stank's tech. 100%.
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
Yes.
You're in the right place.
This is Tony Stank. You got it.
Thank you
got
for
it.
that.
Never
I
dropping
will
that, by the way.
never drop that. Yep.
Table for one,
Um,
Mr. Stank by the bathroom.
We had the Loki tied into, I'm assuming, like Ant-Man Quantumania with Kang.
Probably
and
Doctor Strange too.
Possibly Doctor Strange. And that's all the show so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's something to think about.
Didn't
With
watch
the
all
Power
of them,
Broker.
but I can't remember.
With the Power Broker, could it be, now that we know that there are backups of Zola, that, you know, that's a possibility, or it can exist? Could it be that
Yeah,
Zola
because they
is
got the
Power-
backup.
could it be that actually Zola is really the Power Broker?
I truly do think that Sharon Carter's Power Broker. I think it was super obvious, which was annoying in the show. I would have liked that to be an extra.
Yeah.
But
Actually, like
that's
better.
why I think
Me too.
that would be the thing, because it's so obvious. What if it's not the case?
I could see her finding those backups and then him becoming Power Broker.
I could see that.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Love Life said it was a good show, but they just had me looking for nothing. Regular cartoon for Marvel. I mean, I think for the first animated series for MCU, it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I had fun the whole time I was watching. I get that it might not be for everyone, just in part because animated stuff isn't for everyone, and it does feel really disconnected from MCU proper in a way that I don't think any of the other shows have. You know, because they do all have characters from MCU proper. So
Yeah.
I was expecting a tie-in. I'm a little disappointed there wasn't one, but
Yeah. Well, especially
I don't think
too.
it detracts from the show for me.
Especially too, because this is all based on like stuff that happened from 2008 to 2019 in real time.
Yeah.
So like all the stuff that's happening in the other shows, you know, Falcon, WandaVision, Loki, Black Widow, the movies and stuff, that's all happening either barely pre or post Endgame. So that's like truly continuing the MCU story into phase 4 and beyond. So this is the first one that kind of didn't do that really.
Unless it pops in later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Obvious. Didn't do it blatantly yet.
So far. Yep. Daniel, what were you going to say?
But that's true. I was going to say, unless it pops in later. But funny enough, it doesn't feel like it's connected to MCU proper because of, once again, it's dealing with things that are pretty much way before Endgame. And when you think about that, we had a movie that also did the same thing.
Black Widow had the same problem. Black Widow had the
That's
same
what I'm
problem.
saying.
So many people have said it doesn't feel connected. Like,
yeah. But even then, the post-credit scene helped.
I guess, but without the post-credit, like the post-credit scene, yes, the post-credit scene definitely helped connect it. I am with Joe, who is our Illuminerdi leader, had the thought that this should have been set somewhere like more between Infinity War Endgame. I agree. I think that would have made it feel more connected.
I want to see a movie. Side note, I want to see a movie tackle the 5-year gap at some point. That would be really cool. We We thought Shang-Chi was going to do it. There were rumors about it a long time ago, but it didn't. And I'd love to see an MCU movie do that at some point.
I want a movie or a show, something.
Mm-hmm,
it doesn't have to tackle the entire thing. I would like at least a show where we see, because heroes had to crop up during that time. You know it.
Yeah, exactly. The ones that were still alive had to.
And it didn't have to be it didn't have to be huge, like mega ones either. Like we don't have to follow Captain Marvel on her cosmic adventures during the 5-year gap. No. This is the time that I would love to see, like if, like we've seen rumors that we're gonna get the Daredevil guys back in Echo, but I would love to see those smaller heroes who are more about like kind of the Spider-Man, Daredevil, I protect my neighborhood. That's what I would want to see in
the little guy thing. Yeah.
Actually, I agree with that. That would be very good to see. Like, to see these, like, street-level heroes having to deal with this kind of larger thing and how they'll actually be able to continue and, really be part of the MCU while being slightly detached.
Exactly. And, I think Caleb might be frozen, so we'll try to cover for until you specify. But, no, like, Echo would be something super cool to tackle with that. Maybe even Hawkeye. Maybe even like Hawkeye doing something like that.
Oh my God, she has magical powers. She has magical powers. She's disappeared. Oh, she's back. It's magic.
Sorry,
magic. Oh, you have no idea.
Said there was no service, so I had to go check my router.
You have no idea. God. You were there, and we were like, okay, we already see that you're freezing. We're running. We're talking. We're filling in, and then the shot comes back. And it's just your chair spinning on its own. I was like, oh my God.
Also, speaking of internet problems,
can
I just say I got so lucky that the show froze in not important parts and I was able to catch up on, like I think it was like during the fight sequence or something. So I didn't miss like a crazy amount, but just really season finale. Are you kidding me?
And this is where if we had a internet provider as a sponsor, we'd be able to say, well, thank God we all do not have the internet sponsor because they're great and the rest of the world sucks or something like that. But whatever. I mean, I'm just letting you know, whoever wants to go ahead and sponsor.
That was painful to watch.
It was a little rough. Great effort.
Did we talk about Love Live saying that Marvel missed out on billions for that 5-year gap, or did I miss that?
No, not yet.
Okay,
we didn't
cool.
talk about it.
Sorry I disappeared.
Yeah.
I literally said no network. I'm like, crap. Okay.
Yeah. And like that's the thing is they could still tackle it in a movie or a show or whatever. It's still close enough where it's still fresh in people's minds.
Well, honestly, it should be the origin for some of the smaller characters.
I agree. I think that would be really cool.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like, let's see Jessica Jones and that's her origin, because that's a great time for evil purple dude to like be taking advantage of the fact that cops and shit aren't really doing stuff. I don't like that internet provider, Josh.
That was my reaction to that.
Hey,
wow.
You know what? This is where we get to be like free.
Also, I'm pretty sure they used that on Big Bang Theory. At least in the previews.
Like Stephen Colbert and everyone else that just shit talks their sponsor. Oh yeah, AT&T, you like that? Oh, I'm a bad boy. Like, yeah, we'll just talk that shit.
What is that? Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my. Okay. But no. Yeah, the 5-year time gap. Like, I think it can still be used, especially if we're gonna see it. Like, the show didn't even necessarily need to be set in that time entirely, but using it as flashbacks for an origin, I think is a great way to utilize it.
Even just touching on it would be a gold mine.
Yeah. So
I think they should redo the Defenders, but with the Defenders dealing with being in that 5-year gap.
That'd be super cool.
This way we won't have to worry about, they have to reach out to the world and do things. No, they really have to take care of what's happening at home.
Hell's Kitchen, New York, whatever, yeah.
Also, is Hell's Kitchen like the most dangerous place in the Marvel universe?
It really could be.
For superheroes.
To be
a very concentrated number of heroes.
To be a regular civilian, yes. It's literally Gotham, apparently.
The biggest ratio of superhero to normal people.
Marvel's Gotham is just Hell's Kitchen in New York.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But there
Right.
are heroes actually have superpowers. They're just also not that competent.
Oh god.
Because half the time they're fighting bad guys that like don't.
Right.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And then you have Spider-Man who's
What
protecting
Ramsey
his
Alec
block, and he's like, "I'm Spider-Man. I got this. I'm
Oh,
16.
man.
I'm indestructible."
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
watch a ton of movies.
That,
I will never forget. Do a flip.
oh,
I love that guy.
That's
I
the
love
same
him so
guy
much.
in
And
Shang-Chi is narrating the fight on the bus, which, yes, that shit would totally happen in real life. That was amazing.
Absolutely.
I love that dude. He's like,
But
I took Kung Fu for like a year when I was 10, so I
So
can
much-
totally narrate this guy.
my thing is that so he's now moved from New York to
San
Frisco,
Francisco.
and he can't get away from the superhero life. But he has to be doing a little bit better because now he's not running a food cart. He probably has a food truck.
Was he running a food
Francisco.
cart, or was he just like there getting a hot
customer.
dog? I don't remember.
I thought he was just there getting a hot dog, but I have to
Oh,
watch it again.
I thought he was. Okay.
Do we think he's actually avoiding superheroes, or is that his content?
If that's his content, he literally just travels around.
Travels
Oh
around
my
looking for
God.
superheroes.
Oh,
Because if
wow.
he's in San Francisco, that's where Ant-Man and Wasp are. So you don't. Who knows?
Yeah. I have
On
been
the
curious.
bus hoping that Ant-Man shows up, and then he's like, "Oh, ninjas, sweet, perfect."
Sweet. I'm golden.
Oh my god!
love
I
it.
just want a show about him now. I want a travel show with him, going to
He's
different
a great
places. He's like
comedian,
the
too.
superhero.
I still want the Louise show. The Louise something.
Oh
I
yeah.
want. You should have Louise and Deadpool reacting to trailers, and have Louise recap
Yes!
the movies from before the trailers, and
Yes!
Deadpool will just be like, "What are you talking about?"
We have a guest reactor this week, Louise, because everybody else is busy over on Disney Plus.
Louise is like, "I got a hard out at 5. I gotta go on this Disney Plus show." God damn it!
You motherfucker!
Everyone.
No, they need to make Deadpool reacts videos to like everything. That should be Ryan Reynolds' thing until he actually plays Deadpool in the MCU.
Such a missed opportunity, man.
Dude, it would
Yeah.
be, and then if he could always mention Mint Mobile, that would be good.
Or
because-
his what, vodka company or whatever it is.
Yeah,
His gin?
that's right.
Yeah, the alcohol company.
He'll just drink the vodka through the mask.
Through the mask, it's just
Gin,
dribbling
gin.
down his
It's
entire
aviation
face.
gin.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was it.
And he's like, "Oh my god, I gotta tweet this," and he, thank God, I got Mint Mobile. He just
No. Finish your tweet. Yeah, no. Hashtag it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and speaking of timelines, it was like confirmed by Marvel that we're getting 2 timelines in Eternals, right?
oh
two main,
Okay.
yeah, 2 main timelines. Yeah,
Neither of which are the 5 years, I'm guessing.
I would not assume so. I'm
possibly not.
pretty sure it's like right when they get
Yeah,
there.
it's when they land, and then it's like present.
Like yeah,
Wow.
post Endgame. So
And everyone's like, "Why the fuck didn't you help against Thanos, you jerks?"
even
We're
them including
still
it in the
waiting. Oh my
and here's my big question about like how they explain it in the trailer is that they only help with stuff that involves deviants. Isn't Thanos part deviant himself?
yes!
No.
He's not a deviant himself, but he is connected to that stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He himself
I
is
wasn't
not
sure about
deviant,
that, so
but
I
he
wanted to
is
confirm.
connected to it. So that within itself should have drawn their attention.
Okay, so it's enough of a connection that it would probably
Enough
draw
of
their
a
attention.
connection that it's dumb that they didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like,
Yeah, it's like
your-
it's a weird technicality. Like it's not enough where they get dinged because they didn't help with the deviant, but it is
It's a
enough
gray
where it's
area.
like y'all should have noticed and like given a crap about this.
Yeah, it's kind of a gray area, but still.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I don't know.
I bet they would have cared if their loved ones disappeared,
You would think so, or if any of them disappeared.
right?
Oh,
Oh,
that's interesting, and I want to know as to why not one of them did.
because they're magic. Can we just say real quick? I am so like Eternals has not been my top list, but the one thing I'm psyched about now, just based on like what the new trailer, the way they're doing the speedster looks amazing.
That looks super cool.
yeah.
I'm so down for
It's
that.
so kinetic versus that whole running in slow motion thing, or
Yeah.
they're running and everything else is like stagnant. It's so kinetic and like so freaking cool. I'm like, that alone, you have gotten my interest. Well done.
Also, please tell me that you guys have seen the Camille and Johnny car commercial. That,
Yes.
that was amazing.
I love that he's going to be a Bollywood star in this. That's hilarious.
I love Camille and Johnny. I'm so glad he's going to be in a Marvel movie.
Yeah. And Star Wars, right? He's an Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
I think so. I might be wrong.
I'm like 99% sure he is. Yeah.
I feel like we talked about that on It's All Connected because that was one of the few people we could pronounce their name.
Yeah.
We were not great at that part.
No.
Wow. That's hey, I mean,
Yeah.
It usually came down to me stuttering my way about halfway through, and then Richard, you try.
Yeah. And yeah, I just looked up. He's in Obi-Wan.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Not bad.
he's making the Disney rounds.
Oh yeah.
So ultimately, with this episode, if there was something that you could kind of rewrite or tweak, what would it have been?
Other than actually getting Gamora's story this season?
I was going to say that. Yeah. Other than that.
But that's not the episode itself. That's the season.
Yeah, exactly. That's just getting another episode to.
I don't get why that got pushed because I'm assuming that episode is done.
I would assume
Thank
so.
you, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, good, Josh. Sweet.
Thank you, Josh.
Are you only doing cardio?
Josh, can you just bring yourself up on screen and just talk to us?
Oh my god.
Are you only doing cardio? And you're like, that's all I need. I'll get ripped.
He's only gonna do cardio.
Dude,
and
Camilla and Johnny with
you're just
abs
gonna be
is
really
still
lean.
one of the
You're
weirdest
gonna
things I've ever seen.
We're gonna have Hawkeye premiere, and like this, like the waiting screen is gonna be just Josh shirtless, like in the Hulk pose.
Abs.
That's exactly what I want.
We're doing it, Josh. So make sure you're going to the gym regularly because it's gonna happen.
Lord.
We've said it on the stream. It's out there forever.
I would love to see
God.
Literally, the waiting screen will be like a kind of a gif of Josh just taking off his shirt and looking at the camera. You're like,
wow.
oh.
I can't wait.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, the episode itself, again, other than the Gamora thing, I mean, I thought it's a pretty solid episode. It wrapped up a lot of the stuff that I didn't necessarily expect it to wrap up, so I thought that was cool.
I really liked that, yeah. Like that it actually wrapped up stories from other episodes.
Yeah, right. Honestly, like I think my biggest complaint really is the Gamora thing, and like that I wish that we were getting more T'Challa Star-Lord down the line, but that's my main stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing we can really do about that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I would be shocked and surprised if they were like, yeah, so you know, we're done with T'Challa, that's it. And then the first episode from season 2 has him in it. And it was
unless
like,
they like are
you
using
guys are like,
yeah.
how is it
I-
unless they're
not
using dialogue that they recorded and didn't use or
yeah,
something.
exactly.
I was gonna say I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me on this, but I think they maybe said they had enough for part of season 2, but I'm not sure if I heard that or not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. The only character we know for sure is returning is Captain Carter, right? And I assume Doctor Strange, since him and
I'd assume so.
Friends, I guess. Also, Strange did not betray as one of you suspected last week. I called it. You can be a dick and still want redemption.
Yes.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
And also, I'm excited to see next season 2, just because like we oh god,
okay.
What did oh god, what did Josh do?
So sorry. Couldn't help it.
Oh god.
Hey.
Sorry guys. What's happening in the chat is so great.
Oh god. Anyways,
Josh giving us a teaser of the Hawkeye waiting screen. You guys so impressed.
And,
Oh Lord.
you people watching are going to love it.
But
I can't wait for that
anyways,
chat.
but like the fact that season 2 is gonna have stuff like from Eternals and Shang-Chi, and I somehow got one of the guys from What If to tease Black Widow. There's a episode based on Black Widow coming out. So
Wow.
no, I mean it seems like we got some good stuff coming next season.
Do we know we're getting Shang-Chi and Eternals, or just that we're getting Phase 4 stuff?
I don't know if maybe they've been like specifically mentioned, but I would assume that maybe there's a chance of them happening.
Okay, because like I know they've said we're getting into Phase 4. I just was wondering if it
For
was
sure,
the
yeah.
specifics. Okay, so we
Yeah.
know we're getting Phase 4, which probably means them since they're the new characters from Phase 4.
Yeah.
Or
and-
we're just gonna get Falcon and Bucky being like dicks to each other as usual.
I mean, that's expected. So,
I just did a whole Falcon rewatch actually, like within the last couple of days. They just can't stand each other the entire time.
Dude, it's like that zombie episode where Okoye straight up like slices Falcon in half, and you hear Bucky like, "I'm not upset about that."
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
should be mad. I should be sad.
harsh.
But
yeah,
I'm
he's
not.
like, I should feel a way about this, but I'm not.
Eh,
I'm okay with it.
No,
Horrible.
like still one of my favorite scenes from Falcon is when they first sit down with Dr. Rayner and they're just like they're doing the
facing
leg.
each other.
They're like, wait a minute, are you having a staring contest?
That was improv, right? I think that was
I think
improv.
so.
I think the leg thing at least was improv. That's
So good.
Oh.
All right,
so
let's-
good.
Before we talk more about the episode, now that we mentioned Falcon Winter Soldier, let's rank the shows for us.
Okay,
Or shows that are
okay.
outside.
I've been thinking about that. Yeah. Okay,
I can go first if you guys need to think more.
Please.
go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. I've been thinking about that. Silence.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was-
WandaVision's first for me. I would probably have What If and Falcon Winter Soldier as like kind of tied for 2 and 3, just because I like the pacing of What If a little bit more than the pacing of the entirety of Falcon Winter Soldier, but Falcon Winter Soldier has stronger episodes than What If, because What If has some pretty weak episodes and Falcon Winter Soldier
Yeah.
has some pretty slow episodes. But Loki's at the bottom for me because I still am annoyed about episode 5. Don't get me wrong, episode 4 was fantastic. That was probably my favorite episode of the season. And then it went to episode 5 where it's like, let's talk for 50 minutes about what we should do. And then the next episode is actually do. I'm like, you could have done this in the previous freaking episode, dude.
I'll say this: I cannot wait for every episode 4 of every Disney Plus show to come, because pretty much every episode 4 so far has been like spot on. Because WandaVision was the one where Monica, where they first did the Monica stuff, where they went to the real world. Falcon was what was it? I think it was when John Walker killed that guy at the end.
Yes,
And then Loki was the one that teased the other Lokis at the end of that one.
Yeah, he cut off the head of the leaders of the TVA.
Yeah, where they got pruned. Yeah. And then this one was Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Episode 4 is like MCU's sweet spot on their shows.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if I have to do my ranking, I'm gonna go with WandaVision. Then after that, I'm doing Loki, What If, and then Falcon Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say the twists in Falcon and Winter Soldier were sort of blame. Because the major twist was Power Broker, which I called that in episode 3, Richard, and then backtracked because I'm like, it's too obvious. There's no way they're doing this.
Right, you did call that pretty early.
Yep, it was right on.
Like the episode that's called Power Broker, I'm like, I bet it's Sharon, and then the next episode, I'm like, it can't. And it was like that beautiful mind. I said, it can't be Sharon. It's too obvious. And then the end of the series, I'm like, screw everything. I was right.
Yes.
I hate being right.
I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, Marvel can't be that simple. God damn it.
So Richard, what about you?
WandaVision, absolutely number 1. I gotta sweep it. I mean that series was just amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say 2. I think I'm actually gonna go Falcon number 2.
Ha!
I know. But here's the thing. Like, for me with the rankings, WandaVision is like so clear ahead of everything else. Not that the other 3 were bad at all, but WandaVision is just on another level, honestly. Then I would say Falcon, What If,
Experientially,
then
WandaVision is
Loki.
on another level too.
Wait, what'd you say?
Experience-wise, WandaVision is on another level as well. Because I don't think there's been a single show that has had the same hype every week.
Oh,
as WandaVision.
absolutely. Not even close. But yeah, I'd say WandaVision, Falcon, What If, Loki.
I think that's about mine. Like,
Yeah.
What If oscillates with Falcon just because I'm such a
Like,
fan of animation.
The last 3 are honestly kind of interchangeable for me, just for different reasons, like for stronger episodes here, weaker episodes there. But hey, we all agree on WandaVision, which is good.
And I know a lot of people feel differently about WandaVision, and that's totally fair because the whole sitcom thing is not for everyone. I get that.
Mhm.
I personally think WandaVision, when connected to Doctor Strange, because that for her I think is going to be this like singular story for her personally. That I think is going to amp WandaVision up to like a 10.
Oh yeah, no, as good as it is now, Doctor Strange is going to take it to a whole new level, I think.
I'm so interested in what Wanda's story is going to be because it seems like she's going to go real dark.
Oh yeah.
But my whole thing is like I'm loving. I think I just love the multiverse saga, as I'll call it now, and that's why it's like there before Captain America for me, because it was just like, oh shoot, okay, so here goes Wanda, and we're learning about the multiverse. Here goes Loki, and it was like, oh, let me shatter your reality because this is the multiverse. And then, then What If was like, and now we're gonna go and play in that pool. And you're just like, it just keeps getting that way. So
I think it makes sense that they did want to have Falcon and Winter Soldier first, just because it does, like, you're right, other than obviously Shang-Chi and Eternals, like the stuff that has returning characters is really this multiverse saga. That being said, I personally think having WandaVision be the first show of, like, the first content of Phase 4 was a good choice because it was so weird and it was really Marvel going, you don't know what we're up to.
Weirdly enough, it wasn't the original plan, but it kind of worked. It kind of worked out in their favor, I think, because originally it was supposed to be Black Widow, then it was supposed to be Falcon, and then I think it was either WandaVision or one of the other. I think it was Eternals. I think it was going to be Eternals and then WandaVision after that.
Oh, so we were supposed to have all of this stuff done before this multiverse saga.
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, everything got kind of.
Imagine if Black Widow was first? I feel like people would be like mad about it.
Oh man, if Black Widow was first, people would be like, "Well, I guess the bubble is burst. I guess Marvel's done." That would have been it.
It's not like it's a bad movie, but it definitely would have been.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to stop for a moment and say happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, Edward Sanchez. This man has been with us through hell and high water from the beginning. He is the original Donnie Pearson. Okay. So it's great.
All right.
It's great to see him, and he shows up to remind us that today is indeed his birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. If you got, I'm going to spoil it if you haven't watched it. You get an epic freaking battle for your birthday.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, Edward, we're sorry, but yeah, man. Amazing.
You're on the post show of a watch along.
Exactly. We're not going to say, hey, watch out for spoilers. You should know.
This whole show is a spoiler.
I think you're right. Like, I like Black Widow. I think it's a solid movie. I wouldn't put it in the top 10 movie, but I think it's a solid movie that had a bad timing situation because I like the introduction of Yelena. Red Guardian was great, and I liked Black Widow's dynamic with them.
Weirdly enough, I think if it had actually come out in timeline order, like sometime during Phase 3, I think it may have. Yeah, I think it may have actually gone over a little bit better. I mean, we wouldn't have the Yelena stuff for Hawkeye, but other than that,
I think you're right. That's honestly why, timing-wise, it probably should have been between Infinity War and Endgame, because you still would have gotten the vest thing.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But no. So if that had been the first, I think you're right. I think people would have been like less impressed with Phase 4 going in.
Yeah. So I mean, they knew
Yeah.
that. Well,
It worked out.
ultimately, it worked out for their benefit. Which,
Yeah.
look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I know no one believes it, but Kevin Feige is the real Watcher. It's all based on him, and he knew what was gonna happen, and he said, "Well,
He saw COVID coming and warned no one.
oh, does that
Be
not
kind of a
sound like the
dick
Watcher to
move.
you?
Be kind of a dick move.
Does that not sound like the Watcher to you?"
Honestly,
you
after
mean
this,
Black
after this
Widow's
show, it does.
entire monologue?
Yes, exactly. She tore into him, and she was right. And
Sure,
I
it's
think
a
that
new
really
one.
was something that happened between her and Feige. That's why they have the problem they have.
Also, by the way, he's like, I can't interfere. A, the entire episode is you interfering. Shut up. And B, you can't interfere. You dropped her in a different universe.
Well,
I was
I
like,
think
the
that
moment he
was
said,
him apologizing and saying, "All right, you're
Not a
right."
great
I think
apology.
the moment he said,
Because here's
I-
the truth
like-
of it. Clint Barton's still dead.
yeah, like
Sure.
the second he said, I can't interfere. What have you been doing for the last entire episode, you idiot?
She said it herself. I mean, he's like, "Oh yeah. You can't."
Literally.
interfere."
Yeah. Blah 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 blah.
You
blah.
know?
Literally the episode is called "What if the Watcher broke his oath and now he's all high and mighty?" Yeah, okay, giant
Yeah.
baby in a cape. Which
Yeah.
best? Well done, Peter
That
Quill.
That was one of my
coming
favorite
in the
lines of the
clutch.
whole series. Giant
Oh.
baby in a cape.
Peter Quill coming in the clutch with some nonsense. That's what you need.
Classic.
Oh my!
Let her go,
But
Grimace.
Ultimately, so
I
we
mean,
covered. Go ahead.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Spider-Man, yeah, but I'm excited for Doctor Strange. I hope this comes into play in some capacity. Like I said during the episode, I want to see gnarly Monster Strange in live action.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was awesome.
That'd be so cool.
I also
It's
would
gonna
love
be
it.
ridiculous if it happens.
I
Yeah.
would love that's how we got Schumacher Wrath a little bit
Mhm.
too. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for Doctor Strange. I think there's gonna be more leaks and more of that craziness because
Yeah.
it hasn't
Oh, God.
slowed down.
Illuminerdi, the Watcher.
What if you
The
could?
Watcher. I can't interfere. Everyone else. But what if you could?
Yeah, he is now. He ended the episode with I'm just gonna protect all the multiverse. I'm like, that's interfering, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I think Doctor Strange 2 is gonna be on another level. And that's saying something
Oh,
because
yeah.
Spider-Man is already shaping
Yeah.
up to be like
And that's-
craziness.
That is so amazing to me because they have like just broken the minds of fans with characters that you usually wouldn't care too much about. Like,
I mean,
we all
that's
knew
the
Doctor Strange.
MCU.
Yeah,
The
we all knew
MCU
Doctor
is
Strange
built
existed.
on characters people didn't care about.
Exactly.
Pretty
The
much.
MCU was
Well.
based on B-list comic characters.
Yeah, like they didn't have their A-listers because Marvel sold them off, and then they're
Yeah.
like, "Well,
Yeah.
we're making movies now.
Oh, yeah,
What do we got?"
they started with Iron Man. You were like, what?
Now it's like a
And-
household name and like biggest
Mhm.
character. Pre-what 08, everyone been like, "Who the hell is Iron Man? What the
You
hell
know,
is
pre-08, everybody been.
knockoff Batman?"
Ooh.
Okay.
Like, yeah, everybody was just like, "Ugh, I'm not crazy about this. He's
Like,
he's
it's
a
gonna be,
drunk
you know,
flies around the suit. I don't
fine.
care."
He's Batman but with a super suit.
That's pretty much
You know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
So no, it's built on B-listers, which to their credit, they built an empire, so it's working out for them.
Mm-hmm.
And
and I just think that's
speaking of Spider-Man and the
Oh, yeah.
craziness going on with that and Sony, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we're gonna finally talk about that Venom post-credit scene. And before we talk about the post-credit scene, I have not yet seen Venom. I am a horrible person. Watch the post-credit scene on YouTube.
you're not horrible. You did the right thing.
So before we
Said
talk
it.
about the post-credit scene, I'm going to let you guys very quickly debate whether or not this movie is worth seeing.
I would say it's a one-time go if you want to. It's not maybe necessary, but I enjoyed it. I had a round of laughs. So.
Ooh, Daniel is an evil smirk. I think you're gonna get shut down real quick, Richard. What you got, Daniel?
Oh, I'm expecting it. Don't worry.
Do you not expect to win these going in? Have we broken your
I
spirit?
I don't expect to win anything going in. What are you talking about?
Actually,
We broke him. Oh no.
We love you.
Wow, Josh. Well done.
Oh God, you son of a bitch! You son of a
You broke Richard's spirit. Hopefully, when it comes to Hawkeye, we can actually have him debate some Spider-Man stuff. But yeah, Daniel, let's see you shut down Richard's very hem-haw, maybe see it if you care
I'm not
attitude.
even going to shut it down because Richard said something that was very interesting before, which was, once again, the character, Venom, is great.
I love
He
that.
is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I just wish, once again, he had his own movie. Because this movie
He's had two,
was bad.
right?
No.
Technically.
So,
Technically.
No? Okay.
Look, the
I
first
haven't
one,
seen either.
and the way I explained Let There Be Carnage to anyone, when people were like, "So you saw it? Should I still see it? Is it worth the price of admission?" And my whole answer was, "Did you like the first one?" And they were like, "Yeah, good. You're gonna love this." But then other people were like, "Did you like the first one?" They were like, "I didn't see it. Good. Don't see this one either." It's like
there were two people sitting behind me who said one of them hadn't seen the first one. So.
Oh.
Do you understand it if you hadn't seen the first one?
I mean, I think so. It doesn't really tie back too much. I mean, maybe some of the Venom and the Eddie and Ann stuff.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah,
Eddie,
but
Ann, and Dan.
That feels weird for a sequel.
But when you're watching it, you know it, like you understand exactly what's happening. They don't kind of play to, well, we hope you saw the first one. They're like,
exactly.
We'll fill in.
It's not dependent on it.
Exactly. They fill in things for you, so this way you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Great, and this is what's happening. They even do some things that they did in the first one in this one.
Versus the MCU, who's like, you've seen the 5 movies that led to this. All right.
I can't remember. Just real quick before we go on, I remember I was watching something on Infinity War and said something about like that. We don't really care. Either you've seen all these hype train movies by now, either you've seen the 18 movies, that have come before this, or you're going to be super lost. So.
Yeah, my mom's like, "Can I watch this?" And I went, "No."
Nope. Mm-mm.
Not in a mean way. You're not gonna we saw Black Widow, and at the end she goes, "When did Black Widow die?" And I was like, "Oh, that's right, you haven't seen those." Trying to explain that to her, and after I explained it, she went, "Oh, okay." You like this character, but all right, cool. But yeah, so let's talk that post-credit scene a little bit. Yeah. That is probably the biggest and most important part of that movie because
unquestionably,
we got tie into Spider-Man. Now, Venom and Spider-Man fans are going insane because we are finally seeing that outside of that grimy thing that happened that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Yeah, it's a good reaction.
It's literally that was the only reason to go see the movie, and thank God, since someone was smart enough to put it on YouTube, you don't have to.
Thank God for people that record in movie theaters, like terrible people. Like, don't
they
do
record
that,
one
guys.
scene.
I only do that for me, but I don't post them online.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Like, even though I watched it, don't do that, guys. That's seriously, that's just not cool.
Yeah, I have done that in the past, but just so I could watch it again at home or whatever while it's still in theaters.
For writing purposes.
Exactly. So
yeah, so look, don't do that, but also thanks because I didn't have to watch Venom too.
There you go. I'm just saying it was one scene. It wasn't the whole film, but most likely they probably uploaded the whole film somewhere. But
I wouldn't put it past them.
That's what I'm saying, and that's horrible. Thanks for taking money out of people's hands, and oh hey, I want to feed my child. Guess I'm not doing that, asshole.
Nope.
So
I don't think Venom suffered that much for as kind of ridiculous as a movie as it apparently is. It's got like 90 million in its opening weekend, which is what the highest in the pandemic.
Which is pretty impressive. I gotta give him credit for that. That's not bad.
But once again, I mean, the one thing everyone's talking about is the same thing we're talking about right now, which is the post-credit scene. Now, pretty much what happens in the post-credit scene, and spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it, Venom shifts through the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to say it.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
he ends up in MCU proper's universe, which we know because he's watching a report by J.
Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson about it's that whole thing of Peter Parker is Spider-Man who murdered Mysterio, which he's like 15. I'm not sure you're allowed to say that without proof, but that was
16, but even so.
Oh, 16. Well, it's fine now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But it's that whole reveal. So the big things I think obviously are he's in MCU proper, so that's one. 2, you had symbiote Venom all like, I have knowledge from all of the universes. That's
80 billion
interesting.
years worth of knowledge.
There we go. And 3, it looked like Venom recognized Spider-Man because he went all gross, creepy licking the screen, which I guess is a thing. As I said, I've not seen the movies. I was not a fan of that.
I mean, it's a Venom thing. Venom has a tongue, so they're going to
that you don't need to see the movie for. That's just Venom being Venom.
Yeah, he just leans up to the screen and he says, tasty.
That guy.
So, the thing is, it's like Venom did say he has a vast knowledge of and did he say multiverse himself?
He
No,
said
he didn't.
He said universes.
Okay. He didn't say multiverse, but yeah, I think he said universes.
Yeah, universes. So with that being the case, hearing that, it comes to the question of, well, so it's kind of like a hive mind thing, but not at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
part of the whole
knowledge-
Venom breed thing.
Yeah.
Symbiote thing.
That's right.
Knowledge across universes is big because it very well could be he recognizes Spider-Man because a different version of him fought him in some
Is in
capacity.
another multiverse or universe,
Maybe it's connected to Spider-Man 3. Maybe it's not. Hopefully it's not.
And there was a leak of Tom Hardy wearing a No Way Home hat at one point. So
is that real? I've heard people be questionable about it.
But okay,
I hadn't heard that.
So he's wearing a hat. Does that mean anything?
It's not Spider-Man No Way Home. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how you get that.
But it's not him on set. So
no, but
no.
I mean, I think he's in the movie. I think the coolest thing to me about the scene was I think it's a tease of what happens to all the Sony villains. I think they're all kind of just like shoom, ended up in this MCU proper.
But but the question comes into how and why them.
Yeah,
because Doctor Strange is screwing with shit that he shouldn't be. Because Doctor Strange.
But so with him screwing with shit that he shouldn't, it happens to be that he specifically pulled the Sinister Six. Like
I think that because he's messing with the whole like no one will know Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
The whole superhero thing, yeah.
I think that because I don't remember those Sony Spider-Man movies super well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do those villains know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Or at least any of them?
Yes.
Most of them.
Every one of them knew, and every one of them died
at some point.
Okay.
So Doc Ock found out at the very end, right? Like, right before he died.
Yeah.
Venom knew about it. Venom knew about it right before he became Venom because of the whole church thing.
Yep.
Sandman, I don't think it really played into much because he didn't really.
Uncle Ben's killer in the movie.
He was. Yes, he was. And then Harry, obviously, and then Goblin didn't find out until later.
Okay, so if they all know, that could be the tether that draws them in.
Because of the whole,
If that is the case, then it also makes sense why Venom was also plucked into here. Because once again, it's a hive.
Knows.
Yeah, it's a hive thing, hive mind. So it just pulls one symbiote.
Here's my biggest question about the whole thing is, do we think Venom's gonna? What side of the fight is Venom gonna be on? Because either he's the last member of the Sinister Six,
people, right?
I mean, yeah. So
he eats bad people.
Okay, so if he's more anti-hero, in the movie version than like in the comics, but he also eats people, so I don't see Peter being like, "Thanks, bro." That seems weird. I mean, I think it partially depends too on if that leak rumor, whatever it was months ago, that the No Way Home title is in reference to the villains not being able to go home.
Yeah.
Because if that is the case, then I wouldn't be shocked if he's maybe not necessarily on the same side as the other villains, but has a similar goal to the other villains.
Right, yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah.
am curious if he's going to be a member of the Sinister Six. There's been a lot of thoughts and speculation about, is it going to be an MCU villain? Is it going to actually be Rhino? Is it going to be Venom?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm curious to find out. I also think we're going to get cameos that we are not expecting, because I mean we're all
Yeah.
Oh,
at
I'm
this point
sure.
expecting
I'm
these
sure.
six, but I'm curious who
Yeah.
else we're going to get. But
And-
yeah, I think that scene was pretty big for MCU stuff, because I think it breaks that barrier between Sony and the MCU that we've had for so long.
It's
Yeah.
the closest thing to it, if not actually doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and it's because also remember, like, I think they had that whole situation where Feige and what's her name, who's running
Amy
Sony.
Pascal.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, Venom is part of the MCU," and he was like, "No, he's not."
No, he's not.
He was really quick. No, he's not. And she was like,
Well,
"Well, with all these things," and she's trying to run with the explanation.
Right,
And he
yeah.
was like,
remember
I'll
too.
leave you with that. I was like, God
Remember
damn.
too, Tyrese Gibson during the Fast 9 press stuff said that Morbius was part of the MCU, and
Oh yeah.
Vulture was spotted in the Morbius trailer, and then everyone's like,
Mhm.
"That's Tyrese, he doesn't know." Yo, maybe he did. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he did.
So
I mean, it was during the time when we were like, he's kind of crazy, always talking about The Rock for no reason. So it was like, because he
to
was
be
like, "Oh,
fair,
Rock,
don't
I
we
hate
all
you."
want to just talk about The Rock, but in a positive light?
Right.
Yeah,
The
oh, I
Rock
think
is just
so.
yeah. You know, I know this will never happen. I would love for The Rock to play the Thing just for the wordplay alone.
I can go for that.
I want to see
I
John
know it would
Cena.
never.
I think John
Oh, I
Cena would
want.
be a good.
That's who I want. I want Cena to play him.
Nah,
I
I'm going for The Rock on that one. I really am going for The Rock on that one.
I want to see The Rock as a different character. Like
Okay.
he'd be a cool Hercules or something.
He'd be a great gladiator.
You know who I want?
Yeah.
You know who I want as Hercules? Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Just because Kurt or what was it? Russell Crowe's playing Zeus.
Oh yeah.
Well, funny you mentioned Henry Cavill, because we dropped a fun feature on Monday, and a lot of people were fan casting Henry Cavill as this character. Again, fan cast.
Okay.
That was just my segue.
Okay.
So we dropped a feature based on some rumors we've been hearing about Union Jack showing up in the MCU sometime soon.
Mhm.
Very cool, interesting character. Maybe not as well known, but he's got ties to Captain America. He's got ties to Secret Invasion, especially with the MCU. He's got ties to vampires, which could mean Blade. So
Yep.
we kind of speculate about where he could show up. There's also 3 versions of Union Jack, and one of which is technically already in the MCU because he was on the Howling Commandos.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
it could be, and so we could be getting one of the other 2 or some combination of them. So the one that's already in the MCU is, I'm gonna get this wrong.
Farnsworth, I think.
Fallsworth.
I was close.
James Montgomery Fallsworth
Yeah.
is the one that's in the MCU, and he's one of the Howling Commandos. The other 2 in the comics are Brian Fallsworth, his son, and Joseph or Joey Chapman. So we could be getting a version of Brian Fallsworth either as his son or grandson, kind of like what we saw in Spider-Man Homecoming, with the principal being the grandson of one of the other Howling Commandos.
Yeah. Florida.
Yeah, so that could be connected there. We also could be getting Joseph Chapman, who is connected to Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine in the comics. I practiced that so hard before.
Yes,
I will
I'm so
never
proud
say
of
the
you
entire
right now.
thing.
Yeah. Also, again, after watching Talking with Winter Soldier, what the hell are people supposed to call her? Because
They're not.
I was gonna say, they're just like, "Hey, you, person."
No, she addresses them.
Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
He's also tied into Secret Invasion technically, because in the Secret Invasion spin-off comic or tie-in comic, MI13 and Captain Britain, he is one of the many UK heroes fighting against Skrulls or Super Skrulls during that whole time period. So we could see him in Secret Invasion. We could see him in Blade, because Union Jack is pretty much always connected to vampires with the original 2. The brother of the first Union Jack was this vampire called Count Blood. No, it's not right. Baron Blood. I don't know. I don't remember. I wrote it a while
But he's
ago.
connected to somebody, yeah.
Yeah, he's connected to vampires and the vampirism stuff, and the third one is also connected. I think it's Baron Blood.
Okay.
And then Captain America, just for the MCU tie-in with the original Union Jack character, and in the comics, there's always a dynamic between Steve Rogers and the Union Jack character. So we have heard that he's coming, and those are kind of our three thoughts of where, personally, I'm gonna guess Secret Invasion is where we would see him first. I think that would be a good way to also expand the world and really show the devastation and global catastrophe that would be the Skrull invasion.
Yeah.
But I think him showing up in Blade would be really, really cool too. So
yeah, and plus, if rumors are to believe, both of them are coming out next year, because Secret Invasion is definitely coming out next
Blade
year.
is not next year. That was incorrect.
Oh,
No.
yeah?
They're
No,
not
it's
even
not good.
filming it until like next year.
Oh yeah, I don't even think they start filming it till like later this year or early next year or something.
They're filming it next year, is from what I've heard. Like, I've seen everyone online talking about them filming it next year, so I don't know why that thing. I think that was an old thing.
Yeah, that's probably an old thing.
Yeah.
I think everybody's just going to assume it's coming out in October because it's Blade, vampires and everything.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, October is like a good month for it, but
oh yeah, for sure, but not
I think
next
that
year.
was
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, that would mean it's coming out in a year.
Yeah, they would already need to be filming it because Blade is going to have a crazy amount of like CGI going on.
Yeah, special effects for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not Wesley Snipes anymore, so we're gonna need CGI.
Yeah. Plus, we have no idea like who the hell is casting it at all outside of Mahershala Ali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it has a director now, but not and a writer.
Yeah.
But,
no, it's totally filming next year. They're doing rewrites on it, right? A while ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
but yeah,
months ago.
It's probably not coming out until 2023.
Yeah. Well, if it was coming out in 2022, like before the Marvels, wouldn't it have been included in that promo where they dropped all the news on those upcoming movies?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, with Wakanda Forever and the Marvels, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like
for sure. Yeah.
They would have had the date in there.
Yeah, you're
definitely.
Right. There's nothing then. I would like to see Henry Cavill. I don't. I would love to see Henry Cavill as Union Jack. I think it just matches up. It works so well.
Yeah.
I also want to see him as the new Bond at some time, or the new 007.
I think he'd be cool.
If you see,
he would be a good Bond.
I think he'd be a good Bond. The only problem is that Bond historically hasn't had an actor that's already huge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Henry Cavill's already big.
I mean, Daniel Craig.
He wasn't like huge. He was a big actor.
He wasn't Henry Cavill big.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So I love Henry Cavill, but I also just think they're gonna go for someone that isn't as well known, which I'm okay with.
I don't know if that will be the case, because I don't. Can I spoil something for you or no?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, the last Bond I've seen.
I don't think you should talk about it because it doesn't come out until Friday.
I won't say anything.
Yeah. But all I'll say is this: I would just love to steal Henry Cavill from DC to get him into Marvel. Because
what do you mean steal? Is he still even there?
Exactly, because they screwed him over as Superman, and he's a decent Superman. But
he's a solid Superman. He wasn't even just. He's solid.
He just was given absolute crap to work with.
Agreed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My complaints about the Man of Steel stuff, Daniel. We talked about that over the weekend. But
and Man of Steel is actually one of the ones I enjoy from the DCEU.
As far as the look and the feel of Superman, the moment he became Superman to me was the moment he used the kryptonite spear. I was like, that's my Superman. I'm in. So
Oh, Pierce Brosnan was kind of known.
Again, I just not superstar level, I feel like.
But exactly, yeah. It's not Henry Cavill. It's not.
Nobody's been as popular as Henry Cavill before becoming James Bond.
That's right.
I think Cavill would be a good choice, but I don't know that they're going to go that way. However, it could be that if depending on Return, because Spectre was crap, so depending on how well this movie does, they might want to go in the direction of a bigger star power for the character. Who knows?
We'll see.
I think they will because of the direction that the film goes. Yes.
Yeah.
But
okay.
We'll see.
But
I also wouldn't mind if they, real quick, I wouldn't mind if they changed the franchise to be focused on 007 instead of Bond specifically, because we're getting a new 007, right?
We'll talk after this.
Awesome.
We'll talk after this.
But main thing is I want Henry Cavill in the MCU, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, logistically, I think every actor is going to be in the MCU at some point. Like,
with how many movies they have planned, I would not be shocked.
Did they come out and say they have like 35 movie projects in development?
I think it was 31.
Yeah, like, all right.
So that gives us at least 5-6 years.
Yeah, and I mean, are they all movies or is it movies and shows? Do we know? Who
Don't
knows?
know.
And
Don't know.
I mean, speaking of projects coming up, we have Echo. After Hawkeye, we're gonna have the Echo spinoff, and there was some interesting news, especially for Daredevil fans this week about that. It looks like, based on a rumor from Daniel Rickman, Daniel RPK, we're going to be getting the return of a lot of the Daredevil cast. And I mean, there's already been rumors of Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil in Spider-Man No Way Home and She-Hulk. And there's been rumors of Vincent D'Onofrio coming back in Hawkeye.
I would kill for that.
If we're getting more, I mean, my guess would be Foggy and Karen Page. And I personally would hope Claire Temple, because I thought she was great. I'm not sure who else, because those are kind of the only people that returned for more than one season, other than people that died.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm interested. And then part of the rumor was that Echo could feel like season 4 for Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
And there have been, obviously, Daredevil fans are excited about that. Other people are concerned about it. I understand the concern, because you don't want this character to be overshadowed. I mean, she's going to be the MCU's first Native American hero. She's only going to be the second deaf hero. And she's played by the actress that plays her is an amputee. I'm hoping they work that into the show, even though it's not part of the comics. So this is definitely a very cool character that shouldn't be overshadowed. So I understand the concern. Personally, I think there's a way to do it without that being an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what do you guys think about this news? Because it looks like, and they also said that the characters coming back have a soft reboot, which makes sense. So what do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna get a lot of these Netflix guys returning and just be slightly different, so that Netflix isn't technically canon?
I am holding my opinion on that until we actually get more concrete info. Because the Spider-Man No Way Home stuff is one thing, with getting all the people from the past movies and everything. The Netflix stuff, it seems like a little bit more of a complicated situation. I would be all for it if it happens. I love Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, and Charlie Cox is great, obviously. So I'm all for it if it happens. I don't want to jump all in on it happening.
Mean, we say Netflix. I'm real quick, Daniel. We say Netflix, but I think it has more to do with they cast the right people for the roles, so they
exactly
just
they cast the roles great. Yeah.
My opinion. One thing we know about the Watcher is that he's petty, and when I say the Watcher, I mean Kevin Feige. And when I say that, I also mean, we see what Kevin Feige did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. When he specifically.
What do you mean?
He first said everything's connected, and then when Disney or whatever, they had their contract, they're like, hey, we're going to put this out. And Kevin was like, I don't think you should. And they said, we're going to. And he said, okay, go ahead.
You mean how he
literally, he just destroyed what was going to happen or what their connection was. And then here comes Netflix with something that he did not like either. So now, what he's going to do, he's like, guess what? I'm going to rewrite what you did. And I'm going to make it something. But I'm going to also nullify what you did. Because
realistically, from a business standpoint, you have even if you're going to include these actors as the characters again, you can't have it directly connected to Netflix. Just from a money standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So I understand that.
If it happens, it'll definitely be some kind of soft reboot thing.
Yeah, I mean,
a soft reboot.
I would be happy about.
And I don't think he'll recast. I think he'll bring everyone back, and
No,
he'll
I
just
agree.
go ahead and do it his
I
own
hope
way.
he doesn't bring back Danny Rand. That guy was annoying.
Oh well,
Nobody
nobody wants that. I think we'll replace Danny Rand with Shang-Chi, and we'll be fucking fine. I think
Yeah.
it'll be like, look, this is great. You're like,
Yeah,
but that's not
I
okay.
was that one
I'll
meme.
accept it.
The one meme that's been going around of the scene from Suicide Squad with Idris Elba and John Cena, and they plaster Shang-Chi and Danny Rand over them. It's like, I do everything he does everything I do, but better.
better, yeah, right.
Well, the meme is accurate. All right, so I think we are going to wrap up. Before we head out, let's have our final thoughts on What If. What do you guys want to say about the show before we head out?
A really fun show, not quite what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it like let me down because I wasn't expecting a crazy amount out of it, but it was enjoyable for what it was.
Okay.
I like that. Actually, I'm gonna steal that. Richard, congratulations. You have said the quote of the night. I agree.
Okay.
I really, really liked it. I can see why some people didn't.
Yeah. And I really liked it too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I think what you're kind of getting at is you wanted some sort of connection to MCU proper.
Just anything. Yeah, exactly.
Which I agree with. Again, other than the Watcher being like, well, in this universe and talking about MCU proper, which feels like a lame connection. So I will agree with that. I hope it comes into play in MCU proper canon soon.
We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, I would give this show like a solid like B+, A- for me.
Yeah, I'd say anywhere from the B to A- range. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give this like a 4.5 out of 5.
But the thing is, like, everyone's want for it to connect to MCU proper. I mean, have you read the What If comics? I mean, it's just that's the way it is. So it literally was what it was, and I'm happy about that.
And here's
I'll
the thing.
agree with that. There were a couple episodes though.
Yeah.
We have become so spoiled with this whole interconnected universe thing where every single project out of this is what
post-credit scenes.
This is what 28th, 29th project or something in MCU history. And pretty much all of them at some point have been interconnected with one another in some form or another. And if this is the first one that really hasn't yet, because we still don't know about with Doctor Strange and everything.
Yeah.
But we're doing okay.
Yeah. And the post-credit scenes, I think we got spoiled with. I mean, we were all expecting something to connect to the movies.
Absolutely.
So, no, I think it was solid for what, like you said, for what it was. I liked it a lot. It's a show I'll be watching again. So
definitely.
I liked it. So I think that is going to be it for our Marvel Illuminerdi What If watch along. I said it at the beginning of the show. Our next one, Hawkeye, will be over on our Twitch channel. Please join us there because we'll have lots to talk about and we'll have a lot of fun over there. For all you Star Trek fans, we have the penultimate episode of season 2 of Lower Decks tomorrow with the Star Trek Lower Decks watch along, where you'll see me and Josh. For all you Power Rangers fans, we got those Power Ranger Sentai shows.
A whole bunch of them.
Yep, there's like 4. And for wrestling fans, we have the Illuminerdi wrestling show on Sundays, where if you have not watched, at the end, they get super competitive with our other YouTube shows, which is very funny. I love it. It's great. So definitely tune into that. They've got a lot of knowledge about wrestling, and that's coming from someone with no knowledge about wrestling. So obviously, I'm the greatest source of information for that. So yeah, check out our YouTube channel, and we will have more videos to come with scoops and features and interviews and all of that fun stuff. Check out our website for more really fun features, just news articles, interviews, and always be on the lookout for exclusives. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time with Hawkeye over on Twitch. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.